We're making a Strassburger cookie today. This is a very big deal. Hey guys, today on my channel we're going to be making a Strassburger cookie. It's a Spritz style cookie with the jam in the middle, with the beautiful little ridges. It's a European style cookie, a butter cookie, so to speak. I'm going to show you guys all you need to make it, and we'll talk a little bit more about the process. Let's go. Alright y'all, so today we're going to be using our stand mixer. This is everything that we're going to need for the cookies. We have 170 grams of butter room temp, so I'll be trimming that down. 113 grams of powdered sugar. We have 3 grams of vanilla extract. 2 eggs. We're going to do 1 whole egg, 1 egg yolk. Some of these recipes do call for egg whites if you choose it. This one that I know and I trust calls for egg yolk, an egg yolk and a whole egg. And then last but not least, we're going to do 284 grams of cake flour. You can use AP flour if you like, but I would lower the amount. If you're going to use AP flour, definitely lower the amount. Also, additionally, besides ingredients, I have 2 piping bags because this is a pipe cookie. And then our piping tips. So today, we're going to be making rosettes. I'll probably use a number 18. Let me see. We'll see what happens. So, to start off, we have our paddle attachment. All of our butter is in. We're gonna go ahead and soften that really quick. So now that we have our butter in there, we're gonna go in with our sugar. All of our powdered sugar. You gotta start this on low because you don't want the powdered sugar to whip up everywhere. And then we'll gradually increase the speed. We want this all incorporated. European cookies really use a lot of butter. They're really what they refer to as like short crumb. So short crumb just means it doesn't have a lot of gluten, and it's just like, it's very tender. It's a very tender cookie. We're gonna go in. We're gonna add our egg. Gonna add 1 egg. Cool. And then let's also get our yolk out. Let's go ahead and get that all combined. And we're also gonna take our vanilla and add it in as well. This cookie is so good and very simple. The thing about these cookies is all about the ratio, right? So a higher butter ratio, more tender cookie. And the thing about this dough, you want it to be, so it's supposed to be pieable, so it's not supposed to be stiff. It's not supposed to be soft. And, you know, there's adjustments that we can make along the way. It smells like butter. Use a high quality butter, y'all. You can pre-sift your flour and then just dump it in. I didn't, so I'm gonna just take this off for a second. Take our cake flour. I'm gonna sift that in. It's a nice tender cookie, you know. If you don't like these cookies, let me know, but I love these cookies, honestly. Maybe a little bit too much. This is where we just want to mix until it's combined. Because it's a tender cookie, again, we don't want to develop that gluten. I feel like you heard me talk about that in almost every video. But yeah, we don't want to develop the gluten, so this we're gonna mix until combined. All right, we're gonna start this on low as well. Unless you want to clean up a whole bunch of flour, be my guest. We're gonna get this combined. We may have to scrape down the bowl, but that's perfectly normal. Our dough is actually pretty nice. Lift everything off the bottom. And we'll wipe this stuff right back on here. All right, so everything's mixed. That's all we want. Let's take this down. And too soft means it just won't hold its shape. This is stiff. Alright, when we pipe it, it ain't gonna be leaking or going anywhere. The type of consistency we want, but we also don't want it too hard where we can't even get it out the piping bag. Alright, that's our cookie dough. We're gonna go ahead and load our piping bag. These ones I have are pretty small, so let's see where we get. These cookies are also really quick to bake as well. Like, they only take about maybe 5-8 minutes. Just gonna take your bag and I'm gonna push everything down. Oh my gosh, y'all! I forgot our piping tip. Probably gonna use another bag. That happens all the time when you don't prep things out. You just make the little mistakes. Cost me a piping bag. I'm gonna take this piping bag, right? Cut this piping bag open. We're gonna go with tip 199. You put your tip in the piping bag. Cut that baby. I don't got parchment. So we're gonna try it on foil. I'm gonna probably lower my oven temp a little bit. But, you know, feel free to play it with how you want it, but we're gonna pipe rosettes. So we're just gonna start. Gonna come down. See, these are kind of tiny. Put your finger in a little bit of water, and then you can just push it down in the center. That'll create the well for our jam. All right, so let's continue to pipe these out. The thing about these cookies is they will not spread. That's another difference. I done forgot how to pipe, yo. The thing about this is it's fixable, and it's mine. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. Let's make our little prints in the middle for the jam. So I'm just taking my finger, dipping it in water. It's gonna create a nice little cavity. Sorry I don't got the best piping, but we're working on that. All right, y'all, so we went ahead, we took water on our fingers. I don't know why my camera wasn't on, but we made the dwelling for our jam. Now we're gonna go ahead and get a piping bag and pipe our jam in. All right, y'all, so we got the jam in our piping bag. We won't need a tip for this. We're just gonna cut it. And you can use any thick jam. Today I'm actually just using what I got on hand. It will still work. This is the Crofter strawberry fruit jam. Traditionally this cookie is filled with like with raspberry jam, but I like strawberry. And then you can also dip them in chocolate. Now, that cookie I'm gonna leave blank just so you can see. All right, y'all, so here's our cookies. You usually want to tuck the ends down too, because they'll burn or crisp up first. So these are gonna go in the oven, 5 to 8 minutes. All right, these are our cookies. So let me go ahead and show you what you're looking for. If you want to get them a little darker, you can. As long as this is nice and brown, everything's cooked through. Some beautiful cookies. Minus, you know, the piping. Let me go ahead and try one of these. Very, very simple. This is a European cookie. Oh, excuse me. I got jam on my hand. Look at that. Look at these. How could you not like them? How could you not like them? So simple. Great for holidays. You can customize the shapes. Here, let me pull up the plate for you. Amazing. These, amazing, amazing, amazing. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look, somebody come look at this. I'm gonna eat all of these. Beautiful short crust or crumb. The dough's not sweet from the powdered sugar. It has a very hint, but all the sweetness comes from the middle, but everything else is a butter cookie. But you want to remember to use a nice quality butter. Honestly, use a nice quality butter so you can taste it. This is easy. You want to impress somebody, make them some of these. All right, guys, thanks for making this cookie with me. I hope you guys enjoyed, maybe even learned a little bit about the Strassburger cookie. At least that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. I used to say Strassburger, or what brand was it? There was a brand of cookies that I always used to say, I used to just call them that brand. But I hope you guys really enjoyed making this cookie. Make sure you like, subscribe. Let me know if you like this in the comments. Until next time, stay blessed. It's so good.